San Antonio, Texas, and remember the Alamo Dome is home to the Roadrunners of UTSA, and we are fired up to get this game underway. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons, taking on a squad from the American, the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Roadrunners will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Air Force's offense will have first crack at this one. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove the entire college football world he's got what it...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Falcons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the grab. It's Weatherly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Johnson wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hawkins. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Boom. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And on this opening drive, the offense trying to be aggressive, attacking deep down the field. They're going to have to do a better job of taking advantage of those one-on-one matchups because that time the defense won. They were able to high point the football, creating the interception.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the Roadrunners will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. That's caught. It's Tuggle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Catch in the middle. It's Weatherly. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The give to the back. He's in open space downfield. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Using his legs, it's Peterson. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. 3rd down after the run. Looking to throw for it. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's brought down at the 6th, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. The sure hands, it's Watkins. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Gives it on the option. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. The Roadrunners moving quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense
breaks free. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thomas. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looking downfield, it's McCown. Rushes on him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. And this one splits the uprights. And that's going to tie it up. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by 7 over UCLA. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Going to swing it on 2nd down.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. 2nd play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the 3rd play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Falcons send out the punt unit. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team... Welcome to San Antonio, Texas, and remember the Alamo Dome is home to the Roadrunners of UTSA, and we are fired up to get this game underway. And the Roadrunners will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Air Force Falcons offense will get the football first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Grab near the sticks. It's Little. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Looking downfield on first down. Get it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field. That's caught. It's Hawkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Twin receivers on both sides of the field. It's 2nd and 4. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Peterson. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Chicago. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. He'll do it himself. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Falcons line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Roadrunners offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
The Roadrunners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Give to the running back. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from turning it on. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. And the Roadrunners will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. They're dealing with a second and long. Off play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Weatherly. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking for a crease. It's Peterson. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Falcons look to do some damage in the red zone. The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second and goal for this offense. Looking to fire. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Roadrunners headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's McCown. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Roadrunners will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here comes the offense back onto the field. On the ground, it's Peterson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Complete to start this drive. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Grab behind the line. It's Peterson. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Falcons will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That one's going to go out of bounds. It's as if the end zone has a no trespassing sign on it, but here a chance to score the 1st touchdown of the game. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
He'll start the return inside the spot. Able to find enough room to get. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Tuggle. And he's brought down. Gain. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. A strike downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got it behind the line. It's Peterson. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it from the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The Falcons will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. The pitch. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Falcons! Great job by the back on the option. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now...
set for a clash between these two rivals from the Mountain West. As we'll see, the Nevada Wolfpack taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse. And the Falcons will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Wolfpack offense takes the field, and we'll get a look at them first. But, Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Nevada will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So Air Force's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. You're overmatched. You understand this guy's a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense...
Oh, he's got some space. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Falcons in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
He's got an open man. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Falcons have taken it inside the 20. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Snagged in the middle. It's Allen. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Rides to back and leaves it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Little. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Good right down the boulevard. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
No, It's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports. anything that gets the juices flowing, like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Aloha from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Rainbow Warriors will put total leather and will get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Falcons offense will go on the attack first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time? There he goes! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Finds a tight end. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. The Falcons will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. So the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors offense will take the field for the first time. And Jesse, this offense is built around a guy who could be a generational talent at wide receiver.
This offense is explosive because of that guy. He can take routine catches and turn them into long touchdowns. He can take the top off of the defense. They're going to throw his way early and often in this game, Dave.
And I can tell you already, the defensive coordinator is not enjoying his life. Like, every single play, you better know where he is. He can wreck a game in one play, can hit the home run at any time. All eyes will be on him.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Takes it from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Rainbow Warriors decide to punt it away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Off play action on first down. Fires a ball. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the touchdown, Hawaii. Batters in. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
And these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job of making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to find another play. Johnson looking to throw. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. That pass. He got. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The give to the tailback. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Falcons are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He's looking to throw on third and short. Tight coverage and an in. As the defense knocks it away. start us off. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Hawaii's offense will have the opening possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. They'll try to get it through the air. With the catch, it's White. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Wants to throw on first down. The quick out. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. Under fire. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on TV.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. So Air Force's offense will have its first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Got his man to the left. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. After the misconnection, it's second down. Power football with the run. Nice move to keep running. And they'll knock him down. And the Falcons line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Polk. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Falcons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. A little screen to the running back. Nice move to keep running. Jumped on top of the pile. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Caught over the middle. It's Tuggle. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And nobody able... Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his man. It's tough. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can... This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Power ahead. Touchdown Air Force. And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Penn State is ahead early at Happy Valley, but that's not exactly Saquon out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over USC. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Rainbow Warriors in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. He'll go to the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Boy, and how about...
Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the back. Caught close to the marker. It's Faulkner. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on 1st down. The sure hands. It's White.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock...
Pulls it in on the left. Touchdown, Warrior. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. And he makes the extra point. Yard drop. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Tuggle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Close enough for a field goal try, but they want more. Going for it on 4th and short from the 20. Has to get there to move the sticks. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check. And
what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a team from the American, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Falcons will put total weather to crank us up. From inside the 15, here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The midshipman offense is on the field to start this game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you've got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Running the option, it's Woodson. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. They'll run the option. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Woodson. Heaves it on the run. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Leonard. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on 3rd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Navy will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. So the Air Force Falcons offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hawkins. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Weatherly. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Here's the give off the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. Running into the open space. Finds a seam. Inside the 30. Inside the touchdown Falcon. He got loose and it was lights out after that. setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Navy offense. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Using his legs, it's Leonard. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Woodson. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The kick is on its way. Now on the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Caught in the backfield, it's Tuggle. And the Falcons can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Allen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Oh, what a move. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. The run up the middle trying to steamroll his way in. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. LSU is down, but they are not out of it, not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Texas. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
The cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. On the option. He'll pitch it. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Snagged in the middle. It's Hawkins. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. And the Falcons come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Surging forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Pulls it on the bootleg fade. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Falcons! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. The defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the 1st half for the home team.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. On the option. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury for defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Gets it past the marker. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Now on the option. Now the pitch. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. They'll run play action. Caught behind the line. It's Leonard. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. Goes to the option. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this one is perfect. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Caught in the backfield. It's Allen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. He'll pull it on the read. He was trying to reach the sticks, but he doesn't quite make it down at the 23. It's 4th down. The Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. And Navy will go back on the attack. They've got to get to work to keep up with this offensive explosion, already down 21-3. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. They'll run the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the change for this offense. On the move, it's Leonard. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The option look. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. Grabbed behind the line. It's Weatherly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Allen. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Makes a man miss. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Handoff from the gun. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Air Force. Chris precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking it.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. A first down run on the doorstep. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They're going to run it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger. Pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll go to the ground. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Leaves it with the back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Navy quick to the line. Back to pass. It's Woodson. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. After the 3rd down incompletion, the punt unit is on the field. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Makes the catch. It's Hawkins. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Weatherly. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Weatherly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. The give to the big fullback. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to throw, it's Woodson. Fires on the run. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. The Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The screen, by definition, is slow developing. That was just a little too slow.
Yeah, quarterback just held on to it a split second too long. You want to invite the rush to you as a quarterback when you're executing that play, but you've got to be able to get rid of it, and you've got to be able to negotiate the rush and somehow, some way, find a way to get that receiver or running back the ball in his hands, and the QB couldn't get it done there.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Weatherly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. He wants to throw it again. He'll off one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
And the Falcons have this offense rolling. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Looking for room. It's Allen. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Falcons line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Allen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. Dead center perfect, and they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. He'll do it himself. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Fullback's got it. Creates a little space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the back. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. He'll keep it himself. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the option. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Navy will have to punt it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. To the air on first down. Under fire. Still looking on the move. There he goes. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing two great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
And the Falcons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Allen. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Falcons with the 1st and 10. He leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll give it to the back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Caught over the middle. It's Hawkins. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback, after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Hit as he throws. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off play action. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Moving away from pressure.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling them on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now. And this is a big key for us to win this game.
And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw for it. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
And here comes the Navy offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. The sure hands. It's Hutchinson. He's not going to make it. And what a big stop for this defense. And they might be able to put this thing away. They'll leave it with him.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the 1st down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. They kick it away on 4th down. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Woodson. Here comes the heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Here comes the option. Quarterback on the keeper. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have got to be time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. On the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. Out of the gun to give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Falcons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. There's the pressure. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just the middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
The Falcons will call on their punt team. Here's the punt high into the air. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. And Navy will go back on the attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He's got it. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. He'll ride his man on the option. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. To the air, it's Woodson. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Punt is in the air. Nestles it in at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Unloads it left. And the timing just a hair off. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Got a man. It's Weatherly. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. He'll pull it on the read. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Falcons really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He'll do it himself. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Navy offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up the 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running on second down. Back to pass, it's Woodson. Got it set up on the outside. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Use the play fake, now to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you can tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds his man. It's Leonard. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. On fourth down, looking to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Makes it past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.